Hi everyone, Swati Tripathi. In this video, we are going to see how to configure HTTP server or web server in Cisco Packet Tracer. First of all, let us make a topology. I'll just place a note for myself. Okay. So on this left bottom corner, there are a lot of devices. First of all, take an end device, that is PC. Here, drag it, drop it on the screen. Then go to this network device, then select switch here, and then select PT switch and drag and drop on the screen. Now go to this end device again and select two servers. One server will act as a web server and another server will act as a DNS server. Now go to this connections, choose a wire. I'm choosing copper straight through wire. When you select the PC, you will see option for fast Ethernet 0. Select it, then select switch. You will see option of lot of ports. Select any port that you like. I'm selecting fast Ethernet 0/1. Then select PC switch again. Then fast Ethernet 1/1. Then server fast Ethernet 0. Then select the wire again. Select server 1. Then switch again. Now these are connected with all the wires. Now we have to assign IP addresses to all the devices and then the main thing will start. First of all, I'll just name the server. This server is going to act as a web server. And this second server is going to act as a DNS server. Double click this web server and a default box will open like this. First of all, go to desktop and then select the option of IP configuration. Here assign an IP address. Here I will assign 192.168.1.2. Now this IP address is my choice. You can assign any IP address, any allowed IP address that you want. So I'm assigning 192.168.1.2. And in DNS server, I will assign the IP address of the server that will act as a DNS, which is going to be 192.168.1.1. So this means that IP address of this DNS server is going to be this 192.168.1.1. So now go to the services button and here go to this HTTP, which is open by default only. Here you will see 5 files or maybe one. We just need this index.html. Other files you can delete also, they are not that important. So go to this index.html, then select this edit option. By default some code is available here, you don't need this. I'll just delete it for showing you a simple one. Here I'm going to write hi Cisco website. This is just a simple code for this simple HTML file. Make sure to save it. The option is in the bottom right corner and just press yes. Now the website is saved. Now close this button. Now go to this DNS server. Here also, first of all, the first step is to assign IP address. Go to desktop, go to IP configuration, assign IP address which is 192.168.1.1. Now subnet mask will automatically appear. Here DNS server, write 192.168.1.1. Now in case you don't know that subnet mask appear on its own, once you have assigned IP address here, written IP address here, when you click the subnet mask field, it will appear on its own, detecting the class of IP address that you have entered. So you don't need to worry about this. And here the DNS server IP and the IP address of this DNS server is obviously the same. So now go to this services tab. Here go to this DNS service. In the DNS service, first of all, turn on the DNS service. Check this radio button. And here the website that we have created in web server is going to have some name, right? So let's put the name as Cisco, and the IP address will be the IP address of the web server, which is 192.168.1.2. Add it. Now for this IP address, the name is this. Now close this default box. Now go to the PC, double click it and default box will appear for it. Now go to desktop, go to IP configuration, assign IP address which is 192.168.1.3. Now click subnet mask field. Now go to DNS server which is 192.168.1.1. Now go to close this IP configuration, and here scroll a little bit towards right, the bottom right, and then you will see in the first row only a web browser. Select this web browser option. Now in this URL field, you can either enter the website name, which is Cisco, that we have mentioned in the DNS server, or you can write the IP address of this web server in which the website is. So if I write Cisco, because of the DNS server, it will know that we are talking about the IP address of this web server. Now if I press go, the website is appearing. Now if I cross this and again go to the web browser, and if I write the IP address this time 192.168.1.2, then also it knows that the website is coming over here. So now let's say I want to change the name for this IP address of web server. So I'll go to the DNS service again. Here I'll select this record, and here they are coming in the field. For example, I write www.mysite.com and save it. So now for this IP address, this is the name. So cross this, go again to web server, go to this desktop and go to this web browser. In the web browser, if I write Cisco now, the host name unresolved because I have changed the name and there is no such a website which has the name of Cisco. So I have to write www.mysite.com, and if I press go, now the website is coming. So this was because in DNS service, the work of DNS is to map a domain name to its corresponding IP address. So this is exactly what the DNS is doing here, and the web server is containing the website. Now, so this is it everyone. Thank you so much for watching the video. If this video was helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and if you have any doubts, any queries, anything you want to ask, let me know through the comment section. And one more important thing, that this PKT files that I am making in my Cisco Packet Tracer videos are available on my GitHub account. So you can download it from there, this PKT file as it is, as I have shown in the video. The link will be available in my description box, and the link will take you to page like this. For example, for this video, it will take you to a page like this, and the file name here is HTTP server configuration. You can download it by clicking this button. And in this whole repository of Cisco Packet Tracer, a lot of PKT files are present over here, as you can see, and you can fork it to create your own copy of this whole repository in GitHub, and or download it individually also. So this is the index here. So thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video.